Hey guys, let's start the 89th episode of Daily Football News and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Why City are pushing hard for Kane. Why MTD is not leaving. Madrid's Mbappe dream, Mbappe contract saga, Messi and Kane updates, relief for Barca. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So at first, without delay, let's get to know some main news of the day. Kylian Mbappe has no excuse for not signing a new deal with Paris Saint-Germain, according to club president Nasser Al-Khelaifi. And yet with little over a week of the transfer window remaining, the uncertainty over the superstar forward's future remains the same. Gianluigi Donnarumma, Achraf Hakimi, Sergio Ramos, Jorginho Wijnaldum, and, of course, Lionel Messi have all arrived in the French capital in a period of under 2 months. What I want to do is win, to feel like I'm somewhere where I can do that in the sense that there's a solid project around me, he told Canal Plus back in May when the first genuine stirrings of his discontent were made public. His demands have been met by the club, who very publicly put the ball back in the players' court. We have the most competitive team in the world right now, so there is no excuse for him now. He can't do anything else but stay, Al-Khelaifi said. The Italian coach rarely publicly criticized certain aspects of his team's performances during his first spell in charge, but he made his frustrations clear at full time. We have to improve our defensive attitude. That is something that depends on everyone, said Ancelotti. For the second goal we were 3 against 2, that can't happen. Ancelotti's anger was understandable on a night when Los Blancos' defensive frailties were exposed by Paco Lopez's side. Fortunately for Real Madrid, the season is still in its early stages and the defensive unit is still very much in a state of transition. Nevertheless, Real Madrid has conceded 4 goals at the start of the La Liga Santander campaign, whilst Atletico Madrid and Barcelona have conceded 1 and 3 respectively. Paris Saint-Germain boss Mauricio Pochettino has intimated that Lionel Messi will be part of the matchday squad for next weekend's trip to face Reims in Ligue 1. PSG are top of Ligue 1 and going from strength to strength, despite the absence of players like Messi and Neymar. Nevertheless, it seems that the rich are going to get richer with the return of these 2 players. While new signing Gianluigi Donnarumma was able to be on the bench for last Friday's 4-2 wins at Brest. The week has been very good for Leo, so we hope that next week is a long week and we hope that, if everything goes well, he can be in the group and start to be part of the team in a competitive way, Pochettino admitted to ESPN. This August 23rd has seen Jordi Alba reach an agreement with Barcelona to reduce his salary, as the left-back looks to do his part to help the club's difficult financial situation. Negotiations had been ongoing between Alba's camp and Barcelona for days, but a successful conclusion was reached this Monday. Nobody from the club asked me for anything until 2 or 3 weeks ago, Alba said. I've always wanted to help and I don't think anyone should doubt me. My attitude has always been the same. Due to timing it was Piqué's turn, but there shouldn't be any doubts that I will follow suit. Barcelona has therefore been able to come to agreements with Piqué and Alba, but they remain locked in talks with the other 2 captains, Sergio Busquets and Sergi Roberto. The negotiations with Sergi Roberto are somewhat different, as his pay cut would be part of a contract extension, with his current deal set to expire next summer. Paris Saint-Germain looks to have accepted defeat in their battle to keep Kylian Mbappe at the club, with the forward refusing to accept multiple offers to renew his contract. This will be music to the ears of Florentino Perez and anyone associated with Real Madrid, as the club's long game with the forward seemingly paying off. The Frenchman's current deal expires next summer, meaning that PSG could lose him on a free in 12 months. As such, the Ligue 1 side are getting prepared for the potential sale of the player according to RMC in France. The same outlet on Monday announced that Mbappe had rejected PSG's latest contract offer of 5+1 seasons. PSG has not yet received an offer from Real Madrid, yet a bid from a Premier League club has come in. Mbappe is determined to win football's biggest prizes and is the main thinking behind a possible move. Manchester City will make one last bid for Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane, according to the Telegraph. Spurs chairman Daniel Levy has priced Kane at between £150 and £160 million. Now we move on to some interesting news of the day. Manchester City defender Aymeric Laporte is a player registering on Real Madrid's radar, reports Mundo Deportivo. The Spain international has slipped out of favor at the reigning Premier League champions and may be offered a fresh start at Santiago Bernabeu. Barcelona are willing to let Samuel Umtiti leave the club for nothing before the transfer window closes, according to Diario Sport. The Blaugrana are eager to get the Frenchman off their books and have received offers from Nice and Monaco. Umtiti is holding out for a Champions League club, but Barca will let him go on a free transfer if he agrees to join a lesser club as they continue to try and reduce their wage bill. Tottenham got a good look at Adama Traore in their last Premier League outing, and the Telegraph reports that Wolves winger remains of interest to Spurs. Nuno, who knows all about jet-heeled Spain international from his time as manager at Molineux, is readying a big money bid. Napoli has approached Barcelona midfielder PJANIC, according to Corriere dello Sport. Juventus are keen on re-signing the 31-year-old, but their Italian rivals are hoping to win the race for his signature. PJANIC is one of several first-team stars Barca are trying to sell to reduce their overall wage bill. Barcelona are vying for the signature of Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva, according to Le Sport. Pep Guardiola has confirmed that the 27-year-old is seeking a way out of Etihad Stadium this summer. Barca are both weighing up bids for Bernardo, who still has 4 years left on his current contract. ESPN reports that Manchester United remains interested in Rennes midfielder Eduardo Camavinga. The talented teenager has been attracting admiring glances from across Europe, and a move to Old Trafford this summer is considered to be unlikely. Bayern Munich star Joshua Kimmich has signed a new 4-year contract at Allianz Arena. The 26-year-old had just entered the final 2 years of his previous deal, but the Bundesliga champions have moved to tie him down to fresh terms, which will see him stay put until at least 2025. While Achraf Hakimi and Georginio Wijnaldum have played in all 3 of PSG's league matches to this point after joining in the summer, Donnarumma and Messi are yet to feature for their new club. Sergio Ramos, another summer addition that is yet to make his PSG debut, is not expected to be available until after the international break. Donny van de Beek has been offered hope that he does have a part to play in Manchester United's plans this season, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer claiming that the Dutchman remains important to the collective cause. Mikel Arteta faces a fight to save his job at Arsenal, with the Spaniard in a race until the October international break to turn things around, says the Telegraph. The former Gunners player has claimed silverware in successive seasons since he arrived in 2019, with FA Cup and Community Shield triumphs. The 2 losses from his opening 2 games, after a free-spending summer to boot, means he is truly under fire as he aims to get things back on track. Liverpool midfielder ex-Herden Shaqiri has completed his move to Lyon on a €6 million, 3-year deal plus add-ons. Now, he arrives at Groupama Stadium on a contract that runs through June 2024. Saul is wanted by Chelsea, and the Atletico Madrid midfielder could leave this summer, according to Fabrizio Romano. The Blues are still considering an offer. Barcelona has accelerated talks with Fiorentina and Napoli as they look to sell PJANIC, with Juventus becoming less of an option after they purchased Manuel Locatelli from Sassuolo. So, this was the end of our 89th episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.